The main purpose of this webinar to aware the customer what is going to do in the year-end process by solution provider. This is my agenda today. Backup procedure of the year end and creating new fiscal year and calendar, year end for GL closing year and batch resetting process and year end best practices. First thing in the year end, we will do the year end backup process. There are two ways. There are two ways to do the year end backup. One is data dumping and otherwise is SQL backup. When you do in the data dumping, go to the command service, go to the administrative service and data dump. In the data dump, you have to select what is the database going to do the data dump. For my example, I will take the sample database. For that, I will take the where do I want to save this year-end backup. Then I have create a new folder like in the D drive. Year-end backup. Put the date today. This is year-end backup before the year-end. From here, I will select what is the database going to be done. From I will take it for the example. I will take it as SAMSys because it is a small database. That's I will take. But from normally you have to take SAMDAT and SAMSys, both the DAT and SYS database you have to take before the year end. From here, I will select and browse this. Where do I want to save this database? Browse this folder. And D drive. This is the place I create a new folder. Then I create this one and give. Then put the description SAMSys and dump. It's asking asking it is confirmation message. You will put this. This will be OK. Press the OK and it will dump. This saying it will complete that. Likewise, you have to do the SAMDAT as well. You have to take the SAMDAT and SAMSys when before the year end. You have to take both the backup. Then there is the other way to do the year end backup. Go to the SQL. And put your password, SQL password. There are so many databases there. What going to do is you have to find out which database you have to do the backup. For that you have to go to the company setup. You have to go to the common service and company profile. In the company profile, it will mention which database you have currently logged in, which database you are going to do the year-end backup. From here, you have to find out what is the database ID. It's a SAMDAT. Then go to the SQL and found out the where is the SAMDAT. Here, this the one is a SAMDAT, and right click this one and task and go to the backup. And at where do you want to save this file? Then I have created already there is a folder called year-end backup. Before the year-end backup, that folder you have to select the folder. Here you have to give this folder and put the name as SAMDAT and press OK and give the OK again and remove this path because this already have logged. This path we have to save the database and press OK. Then it will be backup as a sample to SAMDAT. Why we are going to do the backup before the year end? If something goes wrong in the year end, it will only way to recover the data. You have to restore the backup again. That's why we before anything do in the year end, you have to do the backup process. There are two ways of doing the backup process. One is the dumping, otherwise is the SQL backup. Then after this, you have to take the backup as SAMSys as well. There are two databases, that and sys file. Both files you have to take the backup before the year end. Then better you have to take the folder backup as well, because some companies are using the pervasive SQL. For that, you have to take the year-end backup for the folder backup. When you are doing the folder backup, you have to go to the properties and open file location and take Sage 2019 is the my folder. Then all the folder you have to take. This one is you have to give copy and keep in your year-end backup. Because the year end is happening for the once a year, for that sometime it will better you take the year end folder backup as well. If you are something goes wrong in the reports and all, you have to take there is a backup for your thing. This is the process of the backup, the year end backup. And this is for all the database we have taken the backup. Now we have just taken the backup of the reports. Before taking the backup of the report, you have to go to the GL report. First, you have to take the GL reports. For that, go to the GL report, trial balance. From that trial balance, you have to take, this is the current period. This is the current period we have. When you are got in the common service, there is a fiscal calendar. You can check what is the period we have current in the GL setup. Also, you can check what is the current fiscal year we are there. From here, you can check the current fiscal year is 2020. The year end we have to carry out the new year. We have to the current year we have to close this 2020. Then you have to take the trial balance. Go to the trial balance GL report. Go to the trial balance. In the trial balance, you have to print the 2020 12th period trial balance and closing period trial balance and save it in the year end backup. You have to print both the report. On one is 12th period backup, 12th period trial balance, and also you have to take in the closing period as well. Go to the, you can export it from here, and you have to either you have to better you have to save as an Excel format. Otherwise, you have to take as a PDF format as well. It's fine. But if you have to take in this backup, go to that same folder. You have to save that. TFE before the year end for the twelfth period. And save this file. When you are doing that, you can check the what is the when before that you can check what is the net income and loss. You can note down that as well, and also you have to check the trial balance are tallying before the year end. Then again you have to take the other report called TB closing period. From that closing period, sorry, 2020's closing period, not 2021. The last year, whatever the financial year you are closing, that trial balance you have to take in as a backup. From here, you can take in 2020 closing period trial balance as well. From here, now when you are checking in the backup, when you are checking in the backup folder, there is the file called folder backup, and there is a dump file called sapdat and samdat and samsys, and also you have to take in as a SQL backup as well. Then all the backups are done before the year end. If something goes wrong, we have to revert back. You have to restore the backup only. We can't do anything in the if you have something else. That's why it will the year end is carried out normally is solution provided. Then when after the backup, first step should be a command service. We have to create a new fiscal calendar. That first step, you have to create the new fiscal calendar, then go to the command service. In that command service, you have to select the fiscal calendar. In the fiscal calendar, if currently it already created 2021. That some people are using the financial year starting from January to December. Some companies are using April to March. It depends on the company's policies that fiscal calendar is creating. When you are creating the fiscal calendar, there was the arrow mark here. That one is, if we click that, it will create in the new fiscal calendar. Here it will create a 2020 because I already created 2021. That's why it's creating a 2022. Before the year end, you have to create, if you are doing the fiscal, if you are doing the year end for 2020, you must create the 2021 before the year end. After the year end, you have to, after creating this year, you can add and save. You have to create it. Then go to the, then again you, now I am going to do the 2021 is a 2020 year end. That's why I go to the 2020 and make sure all the lock adjustment period and closing period you have to unlock. If you are unlocked this period, never tick. Lock adjustment period and lock closing period, you never tick. You have to unlock before the year end. Otherwise, it cannot post the year closing entries in when you are doing the year end. If you want to lock the period or something, you have to, if you want to lock all the period 1 to period 12, all the module, you have to click here and you have to is giving the all the period is locked, and after that you have to save it. If you want to unlock, you have to unlock here. Also, you can module wise as well as period wise also you can lock. If you want to module, if let's say period 1 account favor, you have to lock it. You have to lock this one also. If you want to lock it period 1 account receivable, you have to tick this and save it. Likewise, you have to make use of common service, but before the year end, you have to create the new year for the 2000. If you are doing the 2020, you have to create a new year called 2021. Also, you have to unlock the 2020 lock adjustment period and closing period as well when you are doing the year end. Then after this is the whole process of creating the new fiscal calendar. Then we have to go to the GL setup, and there's an option in the option GL setup. There's an option called and here you can check what is the current fiscal year. Current fiscal year is 2020. Mean it will what is the current fiscal year? We have to create a new fiscal year for called 2020. After the year end, it will change as a 2021. Now is the current year. Also, you have to see here there's a two option called what is the what is the history record you have to keep it here. You have to check what is your version. When you are go to the version, if you are using the premium customer, you can keep the history of 99 records, 99 years records. But if you are using the advanced version, you have to keep a maximum 7 years history. May always make sure when you are doing before the year end, you have to check how many years you have keeping the history. In here it will mention as 3 years, mean before 3 years record, it will delete that when you are doing the year end. So it will be better. It's a premium version. We can keep it 99 years. Then we can save it. Yes, here is 99 years and save it. Okay, you have to, when you are doing the changes, anything from here, you have to lock other windows. Otherwise, it will not allow to change anything from GL setup. Now you can save it. The 99 years record, you can keep the history. Also, you have to make sure this tick might always need to be ticked. Otherwise, you can post any audit journal entries when after the year end. If it will be need to be tick need to be there when you are doing the year end, because it's some audit entries after the year end. You have to pass. You can pass it through the GL by ticking this option. These two options need to be considered when you are doing before the year end. There is a two-way of year end is coming. There is a two-way of year end can be done. One is normal year end that will be done through the code the GL periodic processing. And create new year. When you are creating new year, it's saying the create new year record processing answer. It will, because that current fiscal year is 2020. It will give 2021 is the new fiscal year. Also is remove the fiscal set 99 before that history before the 99 years records. It will remove. Also, it will be giving the what happening during the process of year end is all the income statement account balance it will be zero and passed to the retained earnings account. When you have passed the retained earnings account, all the balance sheet accounts need to be carried forward the future year, but only the income statement account it will be zero and carried forward to the next year retained earnings account. Also, there is the option is giving the create the change current fiscal year is 2021. There's a other setup and I forgot to mention that one. Frank here. Here you can, there's a default closing account. This means what the account that all the closing entries need to be passed. That means that is what is called retained earnings account. You can maintain segment wise retained earnings account as well as you can maintain default company wise retained earnings account. This is the default closing account. You have to mention here as to, well, here is the 3,200 is the return earning account. You can mention, you can closing the year end based on the return earnings account as in the segment by here. These are the segment. 3,100 is one segment, 200 is the other segment. You can close that likewise also. If you are company maintaining the segment by closing, you can do that close. We are the closing entries need to be passed. You have to decide before the year end. You have to make sure these accounts are correct, that the default closing accounts are correct. Also, before the year end, there is other thing you have to make sure. You have to print whatever the financial report you have to want. You can print the profit and loss account and balance it before the year end. Keep the backup on also. You have to print the GL transaction listing as well. Also, you have to check the chart of accounts that categories is correct. When you are checking the chart of account, go to the GL account. And open the chart of account, check this 1,000 is a petty cash account, that's type was balance sheet. If sometime you have to mention, sometimes you are mentioned type as a balance sheet, so you have wrongly mentioned as the income state, it will be close the retained earnings account. So that retained earnings account, it will it will be it will be zero the NDs and it will pass the return earnings account. For that time you can't do anything after the year end. So you have to before make sure all the accounts are categories as correct way in the balance sheet and income statement account. After all of thing, you have to go to the after all checking. First, you have to check the year-end backup. Then you have to create the fiscal year, and you have to make sure all the chart closing account is correct, and history records are all are maintained, all are correct. Then again, you have to go to the help and check what are if some current users are locked in, if other users are locked in, you can't do the year end as well. Then you have to lock out all the users from the system and do the year end. And also after that you have to go you take the trial balance backup, and after that you have to go toward the create new year and process the year end. This is the way of the normal way of doing the year end. But when you are processing the year end, it means you have to open the other window. You cannot do, all the users are locked out from the system. When you are doing the process the year end, when you are creating the new fiscal years, and also you pass the all the income statement account as a return, it passes the return earnings account as well. It's giving the first sequence is completed. New year is created for the 2021 because my current fiscal year is 2020. Also, is saying zero transaction records are removed and zero fiscal. It will because I saved the file as 99 years. That's why it keeps the records. Also, process completed. After this, you can see the GL batch list. Go to the GL batch list. In the GL batch list, you can see the closing entry. Here, these are the closing entries. But happen is when you opening these closing entries, you can see what happened. This means sales account is an income account. That should be the normally income account is a credit balance. It will be taken as a debit, and it give out the debit balance for the return earnings account. That means it all the income statement account balances are passed to the return earnings account, other than the balance sheet account. Balance sheet account, when you are checking the balance sheet account, for example, if you are taking the balance sheet account, this all income statement account. If you are taking one balance sheet account, it not be passed to the return earnings account. So it will carry forward the next year. After this, now the normal year end was not done. After that, you have to take the backup of GL report again. Trial balance. In the trial balance, you can print again the 2020 12th period. When you are printing the 12th period, you have to print the 12th period as well as closing period. When you are printing the 12th period timer, it will be same as previous the year end backup, previous year end, same like that. Also you have to check the closing period by balance is same as the previous balance. Also, when you are checking the closing period balance, it will be zero. Net income loss, it should be a zero. It will be passed to the that will the current year profit to the return earnings account. This is what happening during the year end process. When you are checking here the closing period, you can check it that that net income loss was zero and that profit was passed to the return earnings account. This is happening the during the period. Then I will explain what is the batch setting resetting process. Some of the companies are willing to batch number. It will be starting from the zero. They want to do this batch number is starting from zero. But I highly recommend it not good to do the batch resetting process because you can't drill down the transaction further when you are doing after the year end. That's why you have to do the normal year end when you are doing the year end. If you are doing the batch reset after the some point you can't drill down the transaction further when you are doing the batch resetting process. When you are doing the batch resetting process, normally doing the financial module only, you financial module only, you can do the batch resetting process. When you are doing the batch resetting, go to the AP periodic processing. There is an option called year end. In the year end, you can check there's a tick called reset all batch number. Always make sure only you have to tick this one. Otherwise, if you are tick other thing, you have clear the all the transactions. It's not recommended to the batch resetting process as well. Is normally you have to if you are doing the batch resetting process, you have to contact your solution partner and do the year end. This is when you are doing the reset the old batch number. But when you are doing the reset old batch number, make sure all the batches are in the previous year. You have to post it. There is no open batches maintained when you are doing the batch resetting process. If otherwise, it will be give the wrong number when you are doing the resetting the new year batch number. The same like that. There's the option called there's option in the AP periodic processing, and here also you have the also year end. For that also you can reset the batch time. This is the AP module. Like there's the AR module also you can do the year end. There are batch resetting process. Also, you have to do the GL also. Before the batch number resetting, you must print all the posting journal reports. If you are doing the posting journal report, go to the AP transaction, you have to print all the posting journal. Otherwise, you cannot do the batch resetting process. If you are doing the batch resetting, you have to one by one invoice, payment, adjustment, all the posting journal you have to print. When you are printing the posting journal, you have to mention 99 what up to maximum number and click the reprint option, and you have to print this posting journal report before the batch resetting process, and print all the like first you have to print the invoice, payment, adjustment, revaluation, professional revaluation, and print it and save somewhere in and keep the records before doing the batch resetting process. Also same like that, you have to, there's option called AR as well, the posting journal, you have to print that report. Also GL also you have to print. If some people are using the cash book, then cash book also you can do the year end. Except operational module, you can do the batch resetting process. But I highly recommended that process you do not do the batch resetting process, because you can't drill down the transaction further after the year end. That's why normally companies are doing the batch resetting process, where not doing the batch resetting process. When you are there's option called GL report. Here also there's a posting journal. You can do that resetting the batch resetting process. Before that, you have to print this also before the reset the batch. What is the meaning of batch resetting? It will be start the new batch number as a one when you are doing the next new year. That's the only purpose of the doing the resetting the batch number. Other than that, there is no benefit doing the batch resetting process. Okay, what are the best practices when you are doing the year end? One is you need to took the year end backup. Then you have to print the whatever the trial balance and transaction listing report and profit P&L and balance sheet before the year end. Also, you have to make sure the closing account is need to be correct. Also, history records are, you have to in the GL option, you have to check that history records are maintained as years are correct. Also, you have to run the revaluation process before the year end. Also, you have to make sure all the recurring entries are processed before the year end. These are some of the best practices are in year end. Then I move into the year end checklist. Year end checklist, I done the back of year end process before and create a new year first and unlock the closing period and adjustment period already. I also GL option, I will check that 7 years when you are standard to advantage 7 years. History records in premium version you can maintain 19. Also, I take posting tab, allow posting previous year, and also check the closing accounts are correct. Also, I check the chart of accounts, the account type and group, and because if you are wrongly mentioned is the type as a balance sheet account, it will carry forward the next year balance. If you are mentioned as the income statement account, it will be passed this the return earnings account. Also, after that, I process the create new year, and also I print the TB tile balance for the after the year end and before the year end for the December period and closing period. If you are using the financial year is March to April to March, you have to print the tile balance for the March and closing period. Also, you have to check the return earnings balance are correct. After the year end, current year return earnings profit, you have to add to the return earning after the year end. These are the process of the year end when you are doing. When you are doing the batch resetting process, before you batch resetting process, all the batches need to be posted. There is no open batches need to be maintained. Also, you have to print the posting journal and closing the GL posting journal and do the reset the batch number. Hope everyone enjoying this session. At last but not least, we would like to thank you all the users who took part in the webinar today. If you any concern we issue related to Sage, you can email csu@zillion.com and also me at narrajas@zillion.com. If you have any question, you feel free to ask now. If you don't have any question, I will wind up this session now. If you have any session, please chat in. Okay, thank you very much for your session. Thank you very much for you are listening this session. I will wind up this session now.